In 1992, on his admission application, Topher Bellavia said that he would like to be remembered as someone who increased people's knowledge and helped them seek their own power. He hoped to help unite the community. He was determined to keep his principles even when compromise became necessary. He wanted to be seen as self-motivated, unorthodox, effective, and as someone who led by example. Topher is a double major in government and theater with honors in theater. He has been an excellent director whose creativity and maturity have carried over into his work as senior class president. The rave reviews from this year's senior week are proof of his ability to bring people together and to connect personally with each member of the senior class. When he ran for class office, he called each senior and recruited his mother for an endorsement. Yay, Mom. His work on gay rights and other social issues has helped create a climate at Wesleyan that is supportive and comfortable for all members of the community. Topher's goal was to be a positive contributor to make a difference. He has done that at Wesleyan, and I have no doubt that he will do it as he goes on into the larger world. I'm delighted to present to you Topher Bellavia, President of the Class of 1996.
Before I begin, I have a private message for the class of 1996. So would the rest of you please momentarily occupy yourselves with something else? Members of the class of 1996, I kind of told my mother I'm giving the speech today because I'm the valedictorian. So if you see her, just play along. Okay, thank you. Everyone else can pay attention now. As the valedictorian of the class of 1996, and on behalf of the senior class, I welcome our parents, family, friends, and honored guests into our humble home. It was on this very hill during orientation, right over here to my left, that I learned my first important lesson about myself in Wesleyan after I playfully rolled down this hill. That lesson was, do not roll down hills with a sidewalk at the end. But Wesleyan was there for me in my first time of need. I was immediately rushed to the health center where they deftly identified my head injury as a case of athlete's foot, and then tried to put me on the pill. My head eventually stopped bleeding on its own accord, and I moved on to deeper lessons. Some of the most important things in my life happened in the area I can see from this podium. I fell deeply in love under that tree right there. We rocked out to P-Funk on that hill right there. And I don't even want to talk about what happened to the tent over there on Thursday. But today we must sadly say goodbye to all that. But even though we are in one sense leaving our home, in another more important sense, this home will not leave us. They say that home is where the heart is. This gets cheesy here, sorry. And indeed, my heart has been at Wesleyan for most of the last 4 years. But it is also true that your home is in your heart. And when we are physically gone from this place, we will ever carry Wesleyan in our hearts, no matter what distant place we choose to live. The Wesleyan home in our hearts has been built, most of all, by the friends that we have made here. Our Wesleyan home in our hearts is unique because of the beautiful variety and diversity of the builders. The spirit of openness and honesty which with people have selflessly shared their lives, their perspectives, and their pain is truly a gift. It has helped us to try to understand one another. It is this home of the heart, built by love, that will guide our mind and soul as we go on. We must not and we will not forget these influences as we become the nation's movers and shakers and policy makers, or butchers and bakers and candlestick makers. We will change the world. Just think what would happen if we structured this world in Wesleyan's own image. If the United States was run by our senior class officers, it would be run by 3 women of color and a gay guy. Now, wouldn't that be revolutionary? As I look out across you all, the irony of this traditional ceremony hits me with full force. As diverse as we are, we sit today almost indistinguishable in our equalizing red robes. No matter who we are or what we think, we share one thing. We are graduates of Wesleyan University. What does that give us, though? We can all in the future stand up in our places of employment and declare, I am a graduate of Wesleyan University, class of 1996. And they will say, great, could I have my fries now? But we have one quality which distinguishes us from the 1,995,000 other members of the nationwide class of 1996. We are collectively the recipients of $70 million worth of intense education in the tactics of critical analysis, critical thinking, and critical creation. And that makes us, by far, the most annoyingly intellectual human beings on the planet. We are always pushing, struggling, yelling, fighting, demanding the creation of a better world. Even in just trying to get into classes, we have learned to pester on the phone, in the halls, and face-to-face, until we get what we want. Two variations on a common joke bear this out. The light bulb joke. How many Wesleyan students does it take to screw in a light bulb? Answer. Why do you want to screw in that light bulb? Wouldn't a fluorescent light bulb make more sense? How about if we knock down this wall here and use natural light? Okay, Wesleyan student, enough already. The knock-knock joke. Knock, knock. Who's there? A Wesleyan student. What do you mean by that? Do you think people can label themselves that simply? I will not categorize myself from behind a door just so you can categorize me. Okay, I get the point. It is our high duty to keep annoying the outside world, to challenge accepted norms, to force others to think, especially when they don't want to. Outside of this university, things have been relatively quiet over the last 4 years. The problems are said to be more complex than they were in the past. This country has grown lax in fighting for equality and justice. They call us Generation X. They say that our generation is lazy, but we are not. Wesleyan will lead the Generation Y, because we will continue to ask why. This drive to question and challenge has led us to rally for Mumia Abu-Jamal, fight to save from Malcolm X House, march to take back the night, chalk the sidewalk with pink triangles, confront the police when they use racist tactics against our students. We refuse to rest even in times of relative peace. It is in this way that we are and will be annoying to the outside world. We, the class of 1996, have not been afraid to get our hands dirty. We will make the world heed the faithful lightning of our terrible, swift minds. It does not matter what we look like. We have learned that it is this righteous passion that is in our hearts. It is the passion in our hearts that truly matters. So let us now go undercover. Let us put on our business suits and dresses. Let us cut or change our hair. Let us pester and then build, criticize and then create. They will never see us coming. So shake, O ye captains of industry. Circle your wagons, cowboys of the patriarchy. Tremble, O ye defenders of the status quo. Beware and cower before us, unsuspecting world, because here comes the class of Wesleyan 1996, and you will never be the same.
Honors in theater indeed.